What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. And there's a lot to discuss tonight, especially, of course, we have to keep building up to multiple pay-per-views. Well, the first one being the Super Showdown, but there's a lot of things I want to speak on tonight, and there is going to be one important topic, coming into this review, which I'm sure there's been a lot of talk tonight. What we saw tonight, seeing a lot of outrage on a lot of posts I've read, especially from Twitter and other multiple websites, and just everyone reacting over this and the outrage. But just to kind of get into the show first, I feel like this is almost like a recurring theme every week. What is this, Denver, Colorado this week? Which is not a bad crowd, might I say too. And of course, I kind of figured how this show was gonna begin in a way. Number one, you had Stephanie McMahon and Triple H arrive at the building. It is Stephanie McMahon's birthday, as Corbin tried to sing happy birthday, but Triple H just looked at him and he stopped singing. Triple H pretty much kind of left after that, after Stephanie was going to pretty much bust Corbin's balls, for giving him a title shot and what are you doing on the show, and that you better learn how to control the Shield and you better find two partners to face the Shield, or Kurt Angle's going to return from his vacation soon enough. Kicking off the show then, of course, the Shield came out, actually had all full of their gear. They were all in Shield gear. Pretty much Ambrose kind of went on to say that they were the three workhorses in the company right now. Of course the Shield got cheered, but every time Roman took the mic, he got booed. And he says, you don't have to go down our resumes and everything. Just know we got the belts right here. And that, the only men that deserve the championships in this building are the men in the ring. And that Strowman wants to think could take him down, and that they've recruited a bunch of jackasses with them just to take them down the Super Show, which I believe this is a main event just for a basic six-man tag, which is kind of meaningless in a way. There's not really anything on the line unless, until the part I get into about this whole heel turn thing now. We'll see how that goes, and that Strowman is the biggest substitute teacher, but Corbin pretty much went out and said that Stephanie talked about it as her birthday and everything, and trying to take down the Shield tonight, as he's going to find two individual partners tonight to go against this Shield. Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre came out then. They all kind of did Strowman's interest, lifting their arms up, and that there are cracks informing in the Shield, as though Ziggler kind of went on to say. And, talk about the Super Show, it's going to be, or Strowman's going to be two of you against four of us. And Rollins questioned his math, but he talked about, Ambrose there, that Ambrose doesn't need the Shield and everything, that like Reigns and Rollins have everything, and now you've been pushed to the limit and everything, as McIntyre said, and I was able to get away picking up the win. But McIntyre said that Reigns and Rollins, they don't appreciate Dean Ambrose, and that he is disposable Dean as he is, and that he sacrificed everything for the Shield. But did anybody ever call you or texted you while you were hurt with that staph infection for months, huh? That Seth Rollins replaced you with Jason Jordan as a tag partner as soon as you were put on the shelf then. That you seen him on SmackDown. You were the WWE champion, but look around now that both Reigns and Rollins hold gold, but what do you hold? You hold nothing. Seth and Reigns told him to shut up, and he even said, look, they don't even let you even talk. You're just the Shield, but the Shield pretty much, Reigns said that people paid to see us whip your ass pretty much. So they kept stirring the pot with Ambrose, that are they even really your friends? Do you still want to be in this group? Because you're just a Shield member. You're nothing else. You don't really have an identity. Pretty much telling Ambrose to join them and everything. Strowman and him headed to the ring, but Corbin stopped and saying, you guys have a tag title match tonight, so you need to prepare for that. And as that kind of went on, even though, do I think Ambrose is going to turn at this Super Show? Maybe, but I doubt it in a way if that does happen. I know a lot of people want Dean Ambrose to turn heel on the Shield with, Ziggler and them stirring up the pot, but I'm still kind of going with my other theory that I do believe the Shield are going to hold all the gold soon enough. If you look at this entire story, all the titles on Raw belong in this feud to either the Shield or Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre there. So I'm still thinking soon enough the Shield's going to hold all the titles, Intercontinental, Universal, and the Tag Team Championships. Just watch. They're going to hold all of the gold. But I'd be surprised if Ambrose turns, as they're trying to start a pot with him. Like, what do I have? I'm just a part of Shield. You guys are holding titles and been doing things while I've been out on the sidelines. And notice one thing I can point out: Dean Ambrose was quiet. He didn't say anything. He was quiet throughout this whole thing. So it's given a good hook to see what's going to happen, because he never said a word throughout all this, as Rollins and Reigns did most of the talking. Finn Balor then went against Jinder Mahal. Mostly this was just because of this whole mixed match challenge. Finn is teaming with Bayley, which they are B&B and Mahalisha, as Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox are there. The match was just kind of whatever, really. Just a mixed match, which is kind of weird. They said their match is like a week from tomorrow, but we're doing a match tonight. Okay. It's kind of strange, but okay. I guess we're going with that then. If that's something, because even though they have the tag match next week, and then, Finn wins, coup de grace, whatever, and, people actually, they did cheer for Bayley when she kind of tripped Jinder Mahal, but, come on, where is this going? Then Jinder's beating up the Singh brother, and then they're all doing the Shandi thing in the ring, and I'm sitting there wondering, what is going on here? But this is just to promote the Mixed Match channel so people can watch it. Listen, I haven't even really watched the first one, okay? The only thing I can really saw clips from it was AJ wrestled 2 times in one night in a way. Ember Moon replaced Alexa Bliss. And Charlotte tried to twerk, and that girl has no ass. So that's what I got from that. But I don't know, man. Finn Balor, guy deserves better. Same with Bayley, because they've literally killed both of those two, if you ask me. Even Jinder, now that they've just made him to this comedy job guy. Now, the worst thing of the entire night. First off, this match was garbage. Let's get into this whole thing with this Bellas and Natalya versus Riot Squad. Now, listen, injuries happen in wrestling. Botches happen in wrestling all the time. There are unfortunate accidents, and we've seen people get hurt over the years through multiple botches. And like I said, wrestlers, they get hurt all the time. But what I'm looking at tonight, and I'm looking at Brie Bella, first off, let's get this out of the way. The Bellas fucking suck. I don't know how many weeks I gotta keep saying this shit. They are trash. They are reality TV stars cosplaying as wrestlers at this point. And what I saw tonight from Brie Bella, honestly, what I should say in the past 3-4 weeks with Brie Bella, is that Brie Bella does not belong in a wrestling ring, or needs to go back to the goddamn performance center and train. And when I said something like this, that, Brie Bella doesn't belong, I know people go back to saying, oh, well, Sasha hurt Paige and stuff. Listen, Sasha and the whole Sasha and Paige thing is a whole different thing. And I know people go back to Seth Rollins hurting, John Cena, Finn Balor, and Sting. And, I remember people called him a dangerous worker at the time. And I know those are good arguments, but the Bellas, this thing, I'll give, for Seth and Sasha credit, those are trained, they are trained professionals, and they've done this for years. But when the announcers have tried to make the Bellas look like, they're 10-year veterans and that they're ring generals and this, and I know people are going to say there's ring rust tonight. What I saw tonight was fucking carelessness, if you ask me. Because I didn't even know about the whole Ruby Riott punch thing once I went to go back and look at the clip when they did that catapult thing, and I guess Riott was supposed to hit Brie, but Brie literally pretty much clocked Ruby Riott. They even look at Ruby Riott's face, knowing what the fuck just happened, and I guess kind of gave her a receipt back by kicking, hitting Brie Bella real hard. But when I saw those yes kicks and watching Liv Morgan literally get knocked the fuck out, pretty much, knocked out cold. Okay, like I went back to look at those kicks multiple times, and I know a lot of people are gonna fault on both of them, but mostly fault going on Brie Bella. And I know the kicks are usually supposed to hit people in the chest, and the thing I'm seeing now, going back and looking at that, she got hit in the chin, and then I guess Liv Morgan's head went down, and that's where she got kicked dead in the face and pretty much knocked out cold that she couldn't even finish the match. I know they kept trying to say she was took it in the back for to be checked on, even though it was kind of odd when it's literally at the end of the match. You see Liv Morgan still laying on the ground at the side of the ring where the trainers are checking on her when Cole says, oh, she was brought in the back. No, she wasn't. She's still on the fucking side. But, just looking at this thing, I just said that it was a fucking mess, okay? It was a fucking mess. Like I said, we've seen Brie Bella botch for the past 3-4 weeks now. Do I need to go back to those damn suicide dives where she damn near killed herself? And I don't even know what happened on house shows or anything. And I know somebody said she almost hurt Selena Vega a couple weeks ago. And she just fucks up moves. But these two, especially Brie Bella, she's on both fucking Raw and SmackDown, people. On both Raw and SmackDown in these predominant roles right now. And I'm sitting there, what was this match? In the next week or two, we're going against the Riot Squad. Like, do we need to see this shit? We know the Bellas fucking suck. Is Nikki a little bit better? Okay, I'll give them that. But they're equally bad. But Brie Bella is the fucking worst, okay? She just fucking sucks. And what I saw tonight was just fucked up and damn near carelessness out there. But, I was talking to my friend tonight. He even went on to say, well, I need to stop hating on the Bellas because, Sasha hurt Paige. And, why Paige had to end her career. And yes, we know Sasha's botched multiple times and probably damn near killed herself too. But, I go back and look at that whole Paige clip. I know people, like I said before in the beginning, accidents happen. A lot of shit gets fucked up all the time. We see a lot of botches. But this shit, I'd say this not even comparable. Hell, I've seen people even try to compare the Styles Clash thing with Styles hurting people. What was it, Yoshitatu? I think he broke his neck that one time when he did the Styles Clash because he didn't tuck his neck in. I think those are like two totally... I know it's still fucked up at the end of the day, but it's two totally different situations going on right now. But I just look at both of those kicks to the face tonight, and maybe the first one could have been an accident, but the second one was just carelessness. I thought it was reckless. I thought it was careless, and it was just literally fucked up to what happened. Okay, so I really want to see people try to defend this shit in a way. Give me about 10 minutes because I'm gonna get into this fucked up Brie Bella shit in the next 10 minutes. Okay. Give me 10 minutes because I got a lot to say. Give me like 10 minutes, alright? Alright. But, like I said going on tonight, like I said, what I saw tonight, it was just fucked up. And I know the Bellas have actually said something on, I think they did respond on Twitter tonight, and, I think they were apologizing on what happened out there. I was trying to look for the tweet real quick because even I think this does kind of need to be discussed after, what happened. Bear with me here. There's that damn tweet. I think they said every match on Raw is an opportunity to entertain us and our fans. Our intentions as WWE superstars is to win the match, never injure our opponents. Thinking about, Liv Morgan tonight. I know they're trying to save face through all this because, like I said, everybody is pretty much on an outrage right now and pretty much burying these guys. But I know people want to say Brie mode. You might as well just call her botch mode at this point. But now this is just becoming dangerous. God forbid if they put one of the fucking Bellas in there with Rousey. God forbid something bad happens there. But this shit tonight was just horrible. And I don't know the severity of Liv Morgan's injury. I don't know if this girl has a concussion. I don't know how fucked up she is. All I know is what I saw tonight, she got kicked dead in the damn face. and got knocked the fuck out cold. Like, you even look, she didn't even kick out. It's like they literally had to pick her up, and she even still did that damn suplex spot, but she was pretty much laying on the ground after they went back to commercial. And like I said, she fucked up again with the whole Ruby Riot thing. I think Ruby gave her a receipt right back on it, but you know, the Riot Squad still won the match because they got to make them look somewhat type of strong to move into this whole Super Showdown thing. But that was probably the most worst things I saw of the entire night. And I know people probably going to say, well, like I said before, I've said it already. Injuries happen. I know people are going to bring up different situations and stuff of wrestlers, you know, getting hurt or someone getting hurt by somebody. But like I said before, what I saw tonight was fucked up. Like I said, it was fucked up. And it was just reckless. Because those kicks just, I don't know, man. And you just saw her just get hit dead in the fucking face right there. So like I said, the Bellas, they don't fucking belong here. They don't. It's like I said, it's reality TV stars cosplaying as wrestlers. People gonna say I'm giving them too much hate. They deserve the fucking hate, okay? They really do. But Brie Bella is the worst. It's just the worst. I had to speak on this whole rant thing about it because it was just bad. It's just really bad, and you know, hopefully Liv Morgan gets out of this okay. That's the really best thing you can hope for, and that her injury is not that severe. But WWE is really gonna have to stop fucking playing to the Bellas, alright? Listen, they may have probably sucked off the right people to get in the positions they are right now, but this is just, I don't know. Y'all can promote Total Divas, Total Bellas. No one's watching those. And by the way, let me just say one thing about Total Divas too. Didn't that show bomb in their season premiere last week? So that proves to you no one's watching their fucking show. Okay? No one's watching that shit. E! Network, I don't care how much money they're fucking paying them. No one's watching the goddamn show. Okay? They're not. So the WWE, I don't know, man. I know it's all about money and everything, but by God, stop playing into these two. They both fucking suck. And what I saw from tonight, Brie Bella just shouldn't even be in a goddamn ring. Okay, that's just fucking plain and simple. I don't know how any other way you could really get around this. And you know, I actually want someone to debate me on this whole situation. I will gladly damn near debate on this, because this is just bad, and it's just carelessness in the ring. But I'm gonna move on from that. They pretty much had everybody out on the stage then, talk about the pediatric cancer, the whole Connor thing. They do everything in September. Triple H and Stephanie pretty much brought out 2 kids. I believe they beat cancer, if I'm correct. And they pretty much had this whole partnership with Hyundai, and you know, giving a $200,000 check. So I know people are gonna call it a scam and everything, but it was still a nice moment. They gave the kids some title belts. So and the crowd chanting, "You deserve it," which they really did deserve it. Come on, if they could beat cancer, they do fucking deserve those titles. If I'm correct, I may have to go back and look at the video, but it was a nice moment. Chad Gable went against Connor. Good God, Connor got it. Ascension got an instance. And they got a damn victory, Connor. I thought it was going to be Bobby Roode versus Connor this week, but Connor picked up the win. So, I'm surprised. This feud is still pointless to me. I don't know where this is going, unless Bobby Roode faces one of them next week, because one gets one with 50-50 booking, folks. What was it? Chad Gable got a win last week, now he loses this week. Why Bobby Roode wasn't in the ring, I don't know. One important note to point out was when Triple H and Stephanie were leaving, Ty Caruso asked about the whole Undertaker last week, and Triple H says, Undertaker thinks I'm worried about a suit, and he's already lost. Listen, we're not fighting in a boardroom or anything, and he pretty much says that Undertaker says he's coming to take my soul. Listen, I sold my soul a long time ago, okay? That was some cool, interesting shit he said right there. I sold my soul a long time ago. What's McMahon's? But he said the end is near for Taker. And they pretty much left after that. But an interesting message from Triple H in promo. Ziggler and McIntyre went against the Revival, which they haven't been seen ever since they got beat up by Ziggler and McIntyre, which was a pretty damn good match, might I also add, too. Okay, a really good tag team title match, which the crowd actually went into and had a "This is awesome" chant. When you actually give the Revival some time out there, they can put on a damn good match. And this match was like, what, 12 minutes they went out there with? Ziggler and McIntyre retained, but hopefully somebody in the back believes the Revival, because I swear to God, they just buried these guys for the past year or two now. They really have. And there's a reason why that fuck the Revival thing comes in. But this was a really good match between both teams, and hopefully they give these guys a chance sooner or later. I will say, point out one thing too. They had a new insignia, I think new intro thing for WWE with that Then Now Forever stuff. What else was next? Elias was going to do a concert, but he says Denver doesn't deserve an Elias performance, so Kevin Owens came out to do the Kevin Owens show, as both of them will tag with each other to go against Bobby Lashley and John Cena at the Super Showdown thing. Kevin Owens then brought out Lio Rush, as Rush talked about he is the 23-year-old piece of gold. And Owens told him to join him in the ring, which they had a little toy car seat for him because they got to make fun of him because he's really short. But, you know, he says he may be young, but he's not naive. He will remain on the stage. And pretty much he introduced Lashley, which was in Lashley's hometown, so thank God he got a pop out there, which was a pretty much a good match. Even a Bobby chant, which... Like I said, it's hometown, so these people are behind Lashley. I still think the guy can talk on his own. He never needed a mouthpiece, but Rush is something. I will give him that. And it was a DQ, and they tried to get Rush after, but Lashley came in for the save for him. But Lio Rush is really good on the mic, though. Sounds a little corny sometimes, but he still is good. And maybe this pair will go somewhere. I think it can go somewhere with these two, and it is kind of entertaining to see what happens with him, you know, as Lashley's manager. But hopefully they still get, like I said, hope they still got Lio Rush still doing his thing on 205, because the guy is really that good in the ring, no. And let's just not relegate him into a manager like, you know, Rockstar Spud there, even though he's the GM of 205 too. Ziggler was talking to Dean Ambrose in the back, talking about that everything he said that was true. Like, you were the champion on SmackDown. Why don't you think about it, huh? Think about what's going on. Even Seth even went to Drew then, trying to stir the pot with him. Like, you know, you're carrying around Ziggler and everything. You know, Ziggler's getting all the Intercontinental title shots, but where's your title shots, huh? You know, is that the guy you want to be? Like, you need to go look in the mirror. Like, you're the one that's being used, not us. And, you know, Ziggler said, what was that about? And McIntyre said, don't worry about it. Nia Jax and Ember Moon came out as they went to a Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish thing about entering a WWE ring. I guess, what is it? Nia Jax and Ember Moon are partners now. Nia Jax went against Alicia Fox. I did not really pay attention to this match. I know Bliss and Mickie James were out there, but I really didn't pay attention to this. Nia Jax won with the Samoan drop, so I honestly didn't give a fuck about this match. McIntyre then was talking to Ambrose in the back, like your buddy Ron was telling everything we told you earlier. And pretty much telling Ambrose, man, you need to come to us instead of being with the Shield. They had a video package for Triple H and Undertaker, as Shawn Michaels is going to be here next week. The Shield came out then as Corbin announced his partners, which was kind of figured out was going to be Authors of Pain, which is kind of funny. They said Authors of Pain have been dominating for the past weeks now. Who the fuck have they really gone against but some damn jobbers for the past 3 weeks? Who the fuck have they really faced? The match wasn't bad. I kind of expected the Authors of Pain. I still think they look like a discount Shield in a way, with, you know, Rockstar Spud looking like their little brother and stuff since he's dressing as them. But the main event was not bad. I will say that. Pretty good. Shield picked up the win. Spear on Corbin. He was mostly going to be the one to take the pin anyway, because I thought they really need to build the Authors of Pain up into something, because they really haven't done well with them for the very many months with Authors of Pain. First you take Paul Ellering away, then in a never-ending feud with Titus Brand, then they get Rockstar Spud as their manager and beating up jobbers again, and even was barely showing up on TV. But the main part of all this was after the Shield picked up the win, you know, Rollins and Reigns stood tall in the ring, but Ambrose was down in ringside as he looked on from Strowman and them, but Ambrose pretty much went back there and they did their Shield bump, pretty much hugging his teammates, knowing that we are the Shield pretty much. But, you know, Ambrose pretty much making a choice now with this, where it was really going to go on, but it did stir the pop and give it a hook, but Ambrose, I guess, you know, still proving himself that I'm still with the Shield. So I will say it was interesting. I don't know if they'll still play long into this anything, but I guess we'll see what happens maybe next week if they still stir the pot with this whole story. But Dean Ambrose pretty much proven that he's still with the Shield and he's not going to turn on them and everything just to join with Strowman and stuff. But that's my review for Monday Night Raw tonight. Like I said, I don't know, man. These shows just... I'm seeing way too many botches nowadays after night. I thought Yoshihashi falling on his face last Saturday night was bad. This shit I saw tonight was worse. What I can really take away from Monday Night Raw tonight is this. I still feel like I see a lot of the same matches over and over. I swear I just saw Bobby Lashley and Elias last week. I swear I keep seeing the same 6 women tag every week now. Didn't the Bellas face the Riot Squad not that long ago? Mostly the biggest thing out of that match was the fuck up from Brie Bella. Damn near killing Liv Morgan out there. That was pretty much one of the most biggest topics to talk on tonight. I should also say, Strowman and them trying to stir the pot with Dean Ambrose, trying to make him, join them and lead the Shield. The Revival and McIntyre and Ziggler had a really good match out there. I can take away from that too. I don't know, man. Some stuff is still a lot of negatives here, from this whole Bobby Roode, Gable, and Ascension feud. Well, we did have Triple H trying to still call it the dead man in a way too throughout all of this, but I don't know, man. When you get to that third hour Raw sometime, everything just kind of starts to drag and stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm not going to say Raw was still really good. Raw, I don't know, this show's been so bad in so many weeks now. I don't know what you can take away from this, but you're still building until the, Australian Super Show, what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. But like I said, there's many main parts you can take in, good and bad parts. But like I said, the worst part, I believe, I'm sure a lot, like I said already, what people mostly going to agree on is the whole Brie Bella yes kick botch of her kicking Liv Morgan in the face. Pretty much knocking her out cold. That's what I can say from this. Like I said before early in this video, I know people are going to say this happens all the time, but like I said, what I saw tonight was fucking carelessness and recklessness throughout that. I know people are going to, like I said, me and my friend have already been having a debate on this. They're going to compare this with Sasha kicking Paige, was it the back of the neck or head, injuring her, or Seth Rollins injuring people, or many people that have injured people throughout many years in wrestling. But what I've said already before, these are reality TV stars, I feel like, that are cosplaying as wrestlers. The Bellas fucking suck. There's really no debating this. I know people are going to try to debate and say it's ring rust or that they are 10-year veterans. What the fuck I saw tonight was horrible, and Brie Bella needs to go back to the damn training center. Stop trying to play it up like the Bellas are the fucking shit. They're not the fucking shit. They fucking suck. People think I'm hating on them. Like I said, they say, oh, I'm hating on the Bellas. No, they're just bad. And many people are gonna agree with you with this. There's a difference between the women's division era and the Divas era. Okay? It really is. And that's my honest opinion on it, like I said earlier in the video. And I just wanted to give my little bit of final thoughts on that, reiterating what I have said earlier about that entire match, since that was literally, I could say, one of the biggest things to take out of there. Hopefully Liv Morgan is okay and we'll be back on this. But like I said before, why the fuck do they have Brie Bella on both of these fucking shows wrestling matches? Just why? Why? Fucking tell me why. Fucking tell me why. But I am out of here. That's my Monday Night Raw review tonight. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this show for Raw. What are your thoughts on the entire Brie Bella botch tonight? Because, my God, I didn't even know it was 2 with the Ruby Riott one with the punch to the face there. Go look that up if you haven't seen that one. Ruby Riott kind of got a payback on that too. Also next week, Ruby Riott versus Ronda Rousey. Hopefully that's a really good match also. But I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.